who's a serial scooper. And I have to say, watching the trailer, so I think the very first thing is we got to talk about Jared Leto's Joker, because Jared Leto's Joker is the most, for me, like, I never really thought I'd be interested in seeing Jared Leto play Joker again. But after having seen those images that were the Zack Snyder photos that were in the Vanity Fair article recently, they look brilliant. Like, really, he looks so... I mean, the only word I can say is cool. Like, if you compare him in this movie to the way he looked, I'll bring it up for you guys here. Like, that just looks cool. That looks really cool. And you compare that look there to this look here, and it's just night and day. It's just so much better. But I'm teasing a little article that's going to come out later. But yeah, I think he looked great. And then already in those black and white photos, I really liked the way he looked. And then we saw him in live action in the trailer, and of course he says we live in a society, which got a lot of people very excited for reasons. No, it's because that's kind of a meme that's gone around, and Jared Leto and Zack Snyder both worked. They worked their magic there, and they put that in the trailer, and it's going to be in the movie, and people are very excited about it. And that's another thing. It really does seem as though they've been listening to the fans, and now I really do think, especially that that last, for me, the Justice League trailer was good. It was interesting. Again, I'm kind of trying to reserve judgment on it at the moment because I haven't seen it, and I am excited for it, as I said before. But just wait until we see it to really judge it. But having said that, I did get goosebumps when the Jared Leto Joker scene at the end, where you see him in the Knightmare sequence. He's wearing the SWAT vest. He's got the gun, and we live in a society, and it's just a really cool. I can't remember the whole line he says, but he ends it with Batman, and he says Batman in a cool way. Let me just get. We live in a society. Joker line. Let's see if I can get it up. It's just one of those moments that it's like spine tingling, and I really think it's kind of, it's a retweaking of the kind of we live. And then Jared Leto, of course, posted the trailer on Twitter with captioning it with saying "We live in a society." So it's definitely something they did deliberately. It's not one of those things that just kind of happened. It wasn't happenstance, which I like as well. The internet is losing it basically because of that. But I'm more interested in what he's going to be doing in this film. So it looks like. Well, actually, no, Zack Snyder did actually reveal what's happening. It's going to be a scene between Batman and Joker, and basically it's going to be Joker talking to Batman about Batman, which I think is quite fascinating. It's almost like the Joker's kind of psychoanalyzing the Batman, which I think is something he would definitely be doing. And it looks, this Knightmare sequence is a premonition. Is it a premonition? Is it a dream sequence? It's kind of a bit of everything, maybe. It's like probably a bit in the movie where it's a version of the future that they try to avoid from happening. And in that version of the future, Joker looks like he's actually having to help Batman and the members of the Justice League. And actually in that trailer, in that shot, you do see that Cyborg is there with Batman. So Cyborg will be in that kind of Knightmare sequence as well. So I really do believe that this upcoming movie is 4 hours long. It's going to be 4 hours long. I'm excited for something that's going to be 2 minutes probably, the Jared Leto Joker scene. But it does mean, now I'm moving on to the stuff that I really, really wanted to talk about. But before I get onto that, I just wanted to say that Jared Leto just looks incredible in this. He's a fantastic actor. I've always known he is. He had the potential in him to be a really good Joker. He was done a disservice by 2016 Suicide Squad. But again, a lot of that was probably down to him and the way he chose to play that character. Again, there's a lot of that that's left on the cutting room floor. So we'll probably, unless they release the David Ayer cut, which I hope they do. I'm pretty sure they actually will the minute they see how well this does for HBO Max. Releasing these sorts of kind of director versions of movies, so director's cuts of movies. we'll get probably a more interesting version of Jared Leto's Joker in that film. But I think moving forward, I think it looks like we're going to be seeing more of Jared Leto's Joker in future projects because he loves playing the role. And I think this film will make people fall in love with him. I think he'll be really fascinating. Actually, the last thing I wanted to say about his Joker in that trailer was that it looked a bit like a character from an anime. Series, and I really like that. I think that really suits. First of all, it suits Jared Leto, and it also suits the Joker. And we saw it a bit in Batman Ninja, that sort of style. But I think I don't know. I got kind of like if you've watched Death Note, then you might know Light in that, and I got kind of Light vibes. I can't remember his last name. It is Light, I think his name is, and I really got those sorts of vibes from that character, from Jared Leto's very micro performance in that Justice League trailer. But let me know what you thought about that in the comments below.